Hey y'all, we're back. Let's go ahead and get into this pop-in video. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Easter Sunday. Okay, it's about to be back to work tomorrow. Jesus, okay, this weekend flew by. But of course, everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion. Hey Rose, hey Truth, thank you guys for joining. I think everybody will be pouring in here soon. Let's go ahead and jump in. We talked about Pastor Marvin Sapp being married, but his wife, she has spoken out because it appears that a lot of people have, the running joke is that Marvin Sapp was having people putting the chains and locking the doors of the church so he can run that or raise that $60,000 so that he can have this lavish wedding. But she's putting some things into perspective. He calls her up on this Easter Sunday, honey, and she put it out there like, yeah, no, he got money and so do I. So it looks like he married a baller. Okay, look like Marvin Sapp married a baller. But let's get into his wife, child, because she's real sassy too. I was like, ooh. So Marvin Sapp's wife takes the mic and says that her name is Dr. Laboris Cole Sapp. Now that they're married, makes her debut at church as First Lady and sets the record straight on their wedding costs. I wouldn't be explaining no damn wedding costs to nobody, but I get why she's doing it, because a lot of people were saying that the reason that he was asking them to raise the 60,000 is for him to have this huge lavish wedding with the helicopter where they came down, you know, by way of helicopter. It was real lavish. Now they spent a lot of money. We saw the wedding pictures, but let's get into it. Shout out to Inspirational Gospel Channel.
The first time, put your hands together and give God praise for the First Lady of the Chosen Vessel Church as she makes a very special announcement.
Well, bless the Lord. Yes, I'm going to get my announcement out the way really fast. All my women, make some noise. Yeah. This announcement is for, I was showing Bishop, you guys can have a seat. I was showing Bishop a vision I had for my personal ministry. And he says to me, he says, why you can't do that at the church? And I said, oh, he said, yo, we become one. I said, oh, so singles, make sure you know who you marrying, that you don't marry somebody that try to compete with you. So Bishop, thank you so much for taking all of me, all that came with me, ministry, goofy, loud, happy, loving. I appreciate you. Despite what the haters on the internet say about you, you are an integral man. You don't take or rob the church. The church didn't pay for the wedding. Y'all stop lying. God's been good to me. Y'all stop that. Y'all stop the devil. You are defeated. Yeah. Saying all these lies about the man of God. I bought the helicopter. He didn't buy the helicopter. Let's make that straight while we screaming. Y'all stop lying. Stop it. Everybody not broke. And everybody don't need the church's money. So pray. God's been good, y'all. I just don't look good. But I have surrendered my life to God. And he's blessed me with multiple streams of income, as well as the bishop. He has multiple streams of income outside the church. When he wasn't getting paid here, God still blessed him. God still blessed. So y'all go and record and tell that. Yeah. I tell Bishop all the time, I told God a long time ago, I'm not going to serve you and your people, and I'm broke. I look like brokenness. So how can I be a living witness to you all that God is healer? Okay, let me go with my assignment, because the bishop about to give me a pop-up. All right, you had the...
Okay, so that's it. So you guys heard it there. She's saying, hey, she paid for the helicopter ride. They had the both of them arrived by helicopter. She said she paid for that. She has her own money. She's her own boss in her own right. She's kind of feeling herself out into being the first lady of his church. So, I mean, that would come with it being that she is his new wife. So we'll see how this works out. But she set the record straight that, hey, that the church did not pay for their wedding. They paid for their own wedding. So shout out to them for that, because there were a lot of rumors and people going around saying that he was taking up that $60K, where he had people to stand in front of the door and block people from leaving until they raise a certain amount of money on that particular or in that particular service. But let's continue on. Let's get into this Clarissa Shields news, and then we're going to get into this interview that we started looking at from No Chaser TV with Destiny. She calls out some of the cast as well for Love and Marriage Huntsville, and she talks about dating when she dated Lance and a bunch of other things, him having a baby on her. So Clarissa Shields claps back at commenters and highlights flirty exchange with Papoose. I don't know why she always feels the need to explain her relationship with Papoose. Like, oh my God. So Clarissa Shields shuts down the noise and highlights a sweet moment with her man, Papoose, the one she's sharing, honey, because he's married. So let's get into it. No music. All right, so let's read. She said, I love those pictures, baby. Okay, that's what he's saying to her. So then she responds by saying, "And Papoose said that if you love my pictures the most, something about you love my pictures the most, you got the special ones earlier. Love you." So I guess she's trying to say that she sent him, because the way she put this little emoji up is maybe she sent him some pictures of like her boobs or something. Just weird. You didn't have to tell everybody that. If he got the pictures, I'm sure he knew about it. Then this person here says that you and Meek Mill can be a power couple. And then she came back and says, "That's my uncle, chill out." So this person here says that my girl be pissing me off, the shoes, babe. So people are saying that like she can't dress. She doesn't have a sense of style. She dresses like a tomboy. At one point, she was trying to dress like Remy. You could tell that she was kind of biting off Remy's style in terms of dress. But I don't know what the hell this is she got on right here. She looked like a full-fledged dyke on a bike. But then she responds by saying, I'm not going to lie. Both shoes ate with this fit to me, no shade. Well, yeah, to you, because you can't dress. So a lot of people kind of feel like Clarissa be doing the absolute most, and she feels the need to always defend her relationship. This outfit here is okay. This is passable. But I don't know what the hell this is she got on right here with this little rainbow jacket and the little white little tank top underneath, and then them damn boots. I don't know what it is up in them boots and then them shorts. It's giving tomboy. I don't know. I would never wear that shit. But what do y'all think about that? She had to let everyone know that she sent Papoose some I guess nudie pictures of her when he hopped down in the comments. But nevertheless, that's them, child. Let's get into this interview because I don't want to be on here all night. This is a pop in. Tomorrow is Monday. I want everybody to be able to still spend some time with their families and get ready for work tomorrow as well. Shout out to No Chaser TV. We're going to skip along because I kind of went through and listened beforehand and picked out the spots that I want to listen to, so we don't have to listen to the entire thing. And I'm going to speed it up just slightly. Okay. So at this point that we're listening to is where they're talking about Tisha and Destiny's fallout on the show. Okay. This part in the video is where No Chaser is asking Destiny about her fallout with Tisha on the show. Okay. All right. So let's get into it.
It's a lot of them on the show, you know, a lot of them on the show, but the one
let me slow it down just slightly because that's a little quick. I don't want y'all to be like, damn. All right, let's see. Wait, 1.5. Let's do 1.25. All right, boom.
I want to get to is Letitia, because when I spoke to Carlos, he said that your impending fallout on the show with Letitia was the most surprising friendship fallout that he's seen. And then I took it a step further because I remember Letitia was like, she doesn't want me to say what I know about her, right?
Why is this video doing this? Now, when I watched it,
I was wondering, did she say? She said that. So I asked Carlos.
So it sounds like Tisha mentioned that she knew something about Destiny, and that something about Destiny maybe needed to pipe down before she tells what she knows about Destiny. So Destiny is looking like she was surprised because Tisha may have been ready to tell something private that maybe Destiny may have shared with her during the time that they were good friends. Let's continue. I don't know why this video is acting weird. Let me refresh. Hold on. Let's refresh.
He said that your impending fallout on the show with Letitia was the most surprising friendship fallout that he's seen. And then I took it a step further because I remember Letitia was like, she doesn't want me to say what I know about her, right? And I was wondering, did she say? She said that. So I asked Carlos, does she reveal any? No, she said on the show.
Interesting.
Uh-oh. Ooh.
She didn't even know that. Wow.
This digital calendar, lightening my mental load, makes it
She
worth
always do
every
that. It's
penny.
just,
I wasn't fully
they don't
convinced
know
the
things
Skylight
about her,
calendar.
right? Like, who that sound like? That sound like some shit Wanda would say. Don't make me share some stuff that I know about. Like, you supposed to be this girl's friend.
That's the moment I think
That's the type of friend you don't need when you're friends with somebody and you fall out and they'll be holding on to something that they feel they can hold over your head or try to embarrass you when you had like some vulnerable moments with them. That's not a good friend. I would not have somebody like Tisha as a friend if this girl actually said something like that, because like seriously, even if we fall out, that is something that you still take to the grave. So I feel like she really needs to be, you know, aware of what real friendship is. You don't have to like me, but if we share something, that's why I don't really share too many deep personal things about myself. Even with my friends, like I have one girlfriend that I'll go deep with, and I just know that shit ain't going nowhere. But some people you just cannot be that way with, because they'll wait and they use that shit as leverage to be on their get back, right? So yeah, that's dangerous. That's a dangerous person right there. Let's keep going.
You probably should take her husband's advice. When you spill tea, you spill it on yourself.
Ooh.
He definitely said that. He said
But
that.
I would say this: anything that I've shared in building a relationship with that person was stuff that, if you shared, it doesn't hurt me.
Yeah.
It just makes you look like a terrible person because of my experiences that I'm not allowed to speak about.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Wow. How did it even? Because listen, I made sure I rewatched the episodes before I spoke with you today, right? Because I want to be absolutely clear. How did it get from her and Nell having an issue to you two? How did that? What do you feel like? How do you feel like it devolved from the original issue to now you two are not in a great place?
I think that at times people try to figure out how they can stay relevant. And a lot of times they choose to sacrifice real relationships to do that. And honestly and truthfully, it started out as, you know, Tisha's gonna Tisha and she gonna say what she said. I'm like, girl, okay, whatever, I apologize. That's the way you feel. Like, it's not that big of a deal. But it just kept happening. It just kept happening over and over. And it's like, what you mad at now? Like, what are we doing? And I think it became bigger than just making a moment. It started to really spill over into the real relationship that we were building. And sometimes that's the nature of this social experiment and that we call reality TV. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is.
Are you open to, or do you see a path forward for you and Letitia?
What I will say is stay tuned.
Okay. We will do that. We will definitely continue to stay tuned to you guys. You brought up something that Marceau said, and that was a friend to everyone is a friend to no one. Did you find that statement?
You did. I said,
oh, I said that. I apologize. I'm sorry. Because
go ahead. Where's my point? I had to write down my points. All right, so let's start here. This is where she's talking about the Scott's dating spouse.
Okay, listen, I ain't even that. We keep it moving. We drink when I drink.
They should be dating their spouses. I hope that's.
Let's back it up a little bit.
We will definitely continue to stay tuned to you guys. You brought up something that Marceau said, and that was a friend to everyone is a friend to no one. Did you find that statement?
You did. I said,
oh, I said that. I apologize. I'm sorry because I think I got a little flustered because I was like, oh my gosh, I hope I'm not like saying something that you weren't aware of. So I don't ever want to be that person. You know what I mean? So I think
I didn't pay attention because I mean, I would love for you to say whatever you need to say because I live with my truth. That's the difference in me and a lot of people on the show and experiencing, just talk about dating. Like, you know, I'm single. I'm supposed to be dating.
Right.
But everybody else is married.
Do you think that there's anyone else who is married that may be currently dating?
They should be dating their spouses.
Okay, listen, I ain't even that. We keep it moving. We drink when I drink.
Y'all catching this shade? So she's indirectly calling out the Scotts for cheating. She's not verbatim saying it, but if you guys catching how she's saying it in the question and how he's setting it up, she's pretty much saying, I'm single. I can do whatever I want to do. But with them, they're married. They should be just dating their spouses. Y'all didn't catch that? But Tisha running around here talking about Ken being in the DMs and stuff, but you ain't worried about where your husband is? Because it sounds like Destiny saying there's some cheating going on.
Should be dating their spouses. I hope that that's what they're doing.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. As I mentioned, Nell, she is one of my favorites on the show. I don't care. Hell, when Nell showed out
Nell
on your girl trip.
Everybody got.
You said what?
Nell is the auntie that everybody has.
When she showed out about her name not being on that bed, I was like, sold.
Right, let me skip ahead.
So nobody can say anything to me about her. I don't care. I don't care. We see her, and honestly,
let's start here
about Madani as we wrap up. But before I get to Madani, you know, there's someone else on my mind as we were speaking of, you know, you dating and things like that. Of course, Lance. And I wanted to know, how did you navigate being, you know, dating Lance and being close to Miss Nell, but also being a cast member and having to film a show with his mom? Like, how did you navigate that? Because that just felt really tricky to me.
I think people put more weight on me going on dates with Lance versus me dating Lance.
Okay.
Even when it was some articles that came out, was like Destiny's ex-boyfriend Lance. I'm like, that boy ain't never been my boy. What?
Okay.
But that's how she kind of portrayed it on the show, right? You guys remember when they had Nell and Chris's vow renewal? Do you guys remember? And Destiny was all up on him and acting like she didn't want him to talk to nobody else. And she was telling Trish and even Tisha and Kimmy that was her man. So now she's saying she and Lance never dated. Is it because she doesn't want to claim him because maybe she's embarrassed that he kind of played her out in front of everybody with this whole baby situation? She says she never dated Lance. That they just went on a few dates. Weird. Don't seem that way, but okay.
So, you know, Lance was, that's not going to sound right. He wasn't the only person I was dating. So it wasn't, I think because he was a cast member's son, it was more weighted in the eyes of the fans. That's why when people are like, she mad at him about having a baby. I wasn't mad at the man about having a baby. How could I be mad at him for having a baby? I just didn't like how it came to me because, again, people are associating us as together dating, and then this baby pops up online that you're sharing, and you don't even tell me about it. I don't even know what's coming. So that's what I didn't appreciate, especially with us being friends prior to even going on a date. And I mean, it was cool. Me and Nell didn't have any issues really until she felt away about some things, but we got over it and moved on.
And we're not going backwards.
No, we're not. We got over it.
Well, Nell made it very clear that she did not want Destiny dating her son because Destiny didn't have her stuff together. Y'all remember during the time she was in and out of jail, she was dealing with a lot of stuff with LeBaric. Destiny was having a lot of money problems, and she just didn't want that type of woman to be dating her son because she didn't see Destiny, I ain't gonna say it's worthy, but as someone that she would want to call daughter-in-law. They even asked Nell, do you see Destiny or do you claim her as your daughter-in-law? And she was like, no. She said that on the show on the girls trip, remember?
Moved on, and I told her, you making up stories. I ain't never called you and asked you nothing about that baby, and not never in the history of never did I do that, because I would never do that. Put her in a position where she got to answer for her son, and I have a relationship with you. No, that's a grown man. But I digress. It wasn't hard to navigate because it just wasn't that weighted.
Period. That makes sense to me now that you're putting it in that way. As I'm here with Lance, Lance says on the next episode that I say Latricia, but Trish was in his DMs allegedly sending emojis and like, what's up, bae? You know, whatever he was saying that she was doing, alleging that she was trying to. I don't know what, I'm just alleging, giving the fans context who are watching, like, to what he was attempting to convey. Basically, that Trisha slid in his DMs is what it looks like. The preview is saying. We don't know the full episode because I haven't seen it. We haven't seen it. However, if this is true, is that a breach of girl code or no?
Well, first of all, you gotta watch the season. The episode is coming.
Okay.
It wasn't a DM. It was right under a post, under a picture.
Okay.
And breach of girl code, that's his cousin.
That was another thing.
Not real cousin because she's related to Chris Fletcher and not necessarily Lance, because Chris is not Lance's father. We talked about that earlier. So it's not her cousin. So if she wanted to hit on Lance and date him, she could, and it would not be seen as gross because he's not her real cousin, right?
Like,
and honestly and truthfully, I I don't know if I would really feel away. Like,
Yeah.
we were never like that. But that man's free to date whoever he wants to. I just hope it's not his. I know we in Alabama, but not his cousin.
Shade. That's some shade.
You're not just moving, you're moving in the right direction.
Y'all know it's gonna be some ads, child. We're gonna get through it. All right.
Are they really cousins?
No.
Chris and Trish are her mom. They're cousins. So yeah.
Yeah, they cousins.
Fashion, they're related.
That's cuz. So I hope that's not true then, because and now that we're here on this interview, and I know this has absolutely nothing to do with you, but didn't Marquez, he said that Trish, when they were still married, was putting emoji under Ken's post, and she denied that.
Don't get me the line on Trish.
I don't want to. I'm just not putting some things together. I'm gonna talk about that for everybody watching on Don't Chase TV. We'll talk about that in the review. We'll get to that. But I'm just like, well, wait a minute now. Okay, so
not
anyway,
too much on Trish now. Not too much on my Trish.
I have no issues with Trish, but I do want to ask you this, because Martell has said it. Ken just said it. Well, Martell said it in the last episode. Ken said it in the episode before that. They called LaTrisha a liar, and that's a heavy word to use. And so I wanted to know what you thought about them branding her as a liar when, again, as I mentioned, that's just a heavy word. How do you feel about that? Is that true?
I feel like Trish is fragmented at times with how she delivers what she's thinking. And sometimes she's trying to learn this game of reality TV, and I'm like, just be real. That's the easiest way to do it. And I think she's learning in the hard way. I can only talk about my experiences with her prior to her being on the show. I didn't know her to be a liar. I didn't know her to be that way, but she wasn't forthcoming or honest when me and Stormy asked her in scene about going to Martell's house. So that was my experience with her in this reality world.
Sure.
Now, can I sit back and say that Trish is just a flat out liar? That's the only experience I can say yes in.
Yeah.
She was untruthful. But I don't think that other people have. She's in a relationship where I think both of them should be questioned about their honesty. Let me just say that.
Oh. Okay.
Well, it sounds like Trish might be kind of doing some things, and it sounds like Ken was doing some things, but it don't matter now because neither one of them are together anymore. They've been broken up since December or so, according to Ken. But hey,
do you think that they're a good fit relationship? Why is in your opinion you're there with them and we're not?
But y'all keep watching.
I don't think so.
Oh my gosh, Destiny! Whoa. Okay, I want to play a quick game, and then I'm going to let you on back to your life. Thank you so
much. Pay attention to the answers that Destiny gives in this game. He's going to do a rundown of all the cast on Love and Marriage Huntsville, and Destiny's going to answer. And she's going to throw some shade at a few people. So let's listen.
So much for speaking with us, by the way.
Yeah, but then I would be in trouble. And I'll just play. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I had one game, but I don't think I want to play that. So we're just going to do a game of word. So I don't think I'm going to play the original game. So we're going to do a game of word association, as Marceau associated you with, attempted to associate you to the word aggressive. I'm going to run down the list. Right. And so you just tell me what you think. Okay. We'll start with Marceau.
Oh God, I just had so many things. Oh Jesus. Whew. This is what the therapy is working, baby, because so many things I would have just blurted out. Clever.
Kimmy.
Kimmy's changed so much. So it's hard for me to find a word for her right now.
Change in a good way, or
Kim used to be like tell it like it is, and
Yeah.
now it's like dancing around what's really right in front of you. So what are we doing? If you're gonna ask me about the Scots, I'm just gonna say all of them gaslighters. Let's just go and get to the floor.
Wow.
Maurice is my guy.
I was gonna say Maurice too. That's what I was like. Wait a minute.
Yeah, all the Scots are gaslighters.
Whoa.
Maurice is
Okay.
my guy.
Do you think that Kimmy took sides between you and Letitia?
Absolutely.
That's okay. Wow. All right. I know how that feels. Everybody knows how that feels to have a friend.
Wow.
And you know that does that. So I hate that. I hate that. That's so.
Well, you gotta.
It's
I
complicated.
know that we say the word friend a lot, and I'm getting better with that. But I don't expect much in those situations, because we know there's alliances, and there's certain expectations that people in that core group of 4 they have of each other. And I mean, even if it make you look crazy to support that person, then that's what it is. And I see that. So I really don't have a feeling about it one way or the other, to be honest.
Daggum. Martell.
Martell is what does Nell call him? A Sour Patch Kid. But Martell has an amazing heart. He is a true goofball. A lot of times people think that he's like a mess, but he's trolling a lot. Sometimes people don't get that he's trolling. But he's a good guy.
Okay.
I like Kimmy. Kimmy said the same thing about Martell. Martell's a good dude. Martell's a good guy. Now here's Destiny saying the same thing. I wouldn't expect her to say anything negative about Martell, because Martell is her dude. Not like that, but
Miss Nell.
Yeah, but okay.
Miss Nell is my firecracker little pistol. But at times she means well.
Yes. Her husband Fletcher.
Fletcher is
University of Phoenix is
guys. Yeah, it sounds like Destiny has a problem with the Scots behind the scenes. I feel like it's too many damn Scots on the show. I've said that before, but of course, Carlos ain't gonna get rid of them because he's very, very good friends with them. So they're gonna get a pass on anything in terms of not even sharing their real lives, I feel, and being able to hide and expose everybody else.
It's so funny because people are like, Fletcher's crazy, is quiet, but Fletcher, he a little quiet. Let me just say, Fletcher's fun. Let me just leave it at that.
I don't think, because I think in a preview, I don't know if the episode is aired yet, but I know in the super trailer, he was not playing with Marceau. So
that's the other side of Chris that people don't know. And even Nell backs down when that side come out.
Because
like, she run that household. Not when that side of Chris come out. Or not when he give a certain look. She'd be like,
I know that's right. I need something like that.
I believe that about Chris. Chris just has that thing about him. He just seems very he seems like he's just very quiet and he don't really give much. And it seems like Nell is the pistol in the house to where she just where she kind of run it. But according to Destiny, Chris just has this way to where he kind of give a look and Nell will really back down and let him kind of take the lead on that. So that's surprising.
They give me a look. Okay, then you got it.
But it's crazy because they know each other. So she gets to do all the popping off she want to, and he just be like, whatever. But if he ever goes that side, she just be like.
And that's love. That's love. Ken.
She don't like Ken. Watch this.
No, I don't know what to say about Ken.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
From my experiences, Ken has been cool.
Mm-hmm.
He's just been cool.
Okay, all right. Trish.
Trish is misunderstood.
Okay. Miss Wanda.
A mess.
And last but certainly most not least, Destiny.
Destiny is I would say
it's so crazy when he asks you about yourself and you have to think that hard. Do you not know yourself to where it takes you that long of a pause before you could just like let it sprue out? If somebody's asking you about yourself, you don't know yourself to where you can immediately just come out and just boom, 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 boom. That's weird.
Destiny is layered.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. Destiny, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us here.
Okay, we're gonna stop it there because now she's just going into what she's doing with Madonna, and we don't give a hot damn about that. What do y'all think about that? What we saw so far? She kind of threw a lot of shade. She kind of told some things. Don't look like she cares for Ken at all. Okay, she had a very short answer with him. He's cool. She's not cool with Tisha, and then I was very surprised to hear that Tisha was saying that something about Destiny needed to not say anything about her. She's going to tell what she knows about her. Again, that's not a good friend. I would not fuck with her ever again. I would not make up and be friends with her ever again, because it seems like she's taking in everything that you have to say and then using that as like leverage against you. I saw a clip earlier where Tisha was trying to act like she was buddy with Nell, and y'all saw the two of them going back and forth even. And she was saying that she wanted Nell to share some personal things with her, and Nell was like, well, I'm not cool with you enough to do that. Let me see if I shared that. I saved that video. Let me see. Yeah, I did. All right, yeah. Let's go. Let me pull that up right quick before we get off here. Because Tisha be trying to be sneaky with her shit. Like, oh yes, tell me, let's be friends. Tell me your deep, dark secrets. And as soon as you do it, then she kind of puts it in her mental Rolodex to kind of pull it out on you later on. So let me pull it. Because here you go. I was looking at it earlier. All right, let's get into it. Again, no chaser. Well, Nell admits to the ladies that she has had too much going on her plate. So Tisha's trying to pry out what it is, because y'all know Tisha and Nell have had words this entire season. Like, they've been going back and forth. Tisha's been like being real boisterous towards her and real disrespectful. But let's get into what was said. Each other. Mm-hmm. Oh, y'all. Oh, hold on. Let me stop sharing. Maybe I didn't stop sharing from the last time. Hold on. My bad. I just clicked on the other thing. I didn't stop sharing over there. So I got it, y'all. I got it. All right, so let's start it over. So pretty much what they're saying here, just so you guys can hear, Tisha heard something about Chris Fletcher's license being suspended, his real estate license. So she wanted to get the tea on this. So now she's trying to pretend that she and Nell are in a good place. Say, oh, how can we all just come together and be there for each other and love one another and kind of put the past behind us so that we can kind of move forward, that type thing. So she kind of threw it out there like that because she wanted Nell to come up off that information about Chris's license so that she can get some more clarity on that. Knowing the whole time she won't trying to be cool with Nell, but Nell kind of let her know, yeah, I don't fuck with you like that. Our relationship ain't been like that. So yeah, I'm not about to share that with you.
On a more serious note, okay, how do we show up for each other when we're going through things? And like we can really receive it. I feel like in this group, like in order for us to grow stronger, we have to be there for each other. Not the good times, but the bad times too. But like we heard about like Chris' real estate situation. And I was like, do I reach out to Nell? Do I text her, hey girl, are you guys okay? Like, I'm not sure.
I didn't reach out to nobody because I know me and you have a up relationship.
Damn, it's not up. It's not.
I haven't really bonded with anybody, truthfully, but Destiny. I already told Trish we're gonna talk more, and that didn't happen. I get it, Letitia. I live in my real.
The information about Chris' real estate license is out there, and Nell seemed like she's stressed out. Like by the look on her face, Nell has a lot of things going on. Her reaction is just really telling that is really deep.
I'm the one got served with those papers. He wasn't even there.
Why did you get served?
I'm the one that opened that door and signed for that. Outside of dealing with 2 new grandbabies, I started on my way to Miami and having to turn around and get my dad because he called at 1:30 in the morning. I talked to my sons all the time. And it makes me angry because I know I've raised them. I've nourished them. I've given them all my attention. And for them to be rebellious, I take accountability for my. I'm the one that's dealing with all of this.
I don't know what overwhelm looks like, but it might look like that.
Nell be putting too much on herself, right? Her kids are adults. I think Nell needs to kind of step back and let her kids raise their kids, okay, and not always putting more of a load on her. She's dealing with Chris's stuff. It sounds like she's dealing with her stuff with the daycare and her businesses and stuff like that. And then her sons with Lance steady having babies and dropping them off with her and having to deal with their stuff and them asking for money. I think Nell needs to finally put her foot down. We've been saying this for season after season. Like, she really needs to do that because, girl, you're going to drive yourself into an early grave letting your kids stress you out like this, where you sitting on TV every season crying about your kids doing this and doing that. Like, Jesus.
I've always been concerned about Nell, and here we are in another season of her life where the plate is just completely too full, and I worry about her.
I just couldn't hold it. Normally,
It's okay.
it's like what I said before. I don't know. I can't. It just seemed like I can't control it no more.
It's okay. You gotta
I was
let it
never
out.
able to cry.
That's what I told you. Let it
You
out.
gotta let it out.
My mom never let me cry. Just me, my family.
We got you.
So y'all see that? Y'all see how Tisha tried to set that up? Like, oh my God, we're friends. We have to be there for each other. Each other. What the hell is each other? Because she wanted to dig into Nell's business, and Nell was like, "Girl, we're not there. I'm not about to be spilling nothing like that with you." And she said, "I didn't know if I should reach out to you, Nell. Why would you reach out to her when you and her were just arguing?" And you pretty much told Nell that she don't really mean nothing to you, that she's nobody to you. And then you even got your mama involved to where she started going off on Nell on your behalf, which I thought was real stupid. Why would you even call your mama Wanda to be in the middle of you and Nell's conversation and then have her jump in like y'all was trying to double team this lady? Like, I don't know, double team rather, Nell, you and Wanda. I thought that was very immature, but y'all let me know what y'all think. That's the end of this video. This was supposed to be just a pop in. I ain't gonna hold you guys long. Y'all have a wonderful night. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Let me look at some videos. Let me look at some comments right quick. Cassandra says that Nell has to understand that it's not for her to control. Give it to God. There you go. Yeah, she be trying to take on too much. Mary White says that she speaks like she has an anchor on her tongue. Y'all are crazy. Y'all talking about Tisha. Y'all are crazy. You said Nell is an enabler. She is, okay, and she will give herself she will, if she don't slow it down, she can give herself a heart attack and a damn stroke. Said that she's tired tongue. Yeah, she is tired tongue. Tisha got it bad, girl. You would have thought. I think she said she already went to like speech therapy or something. That don't sound like it's helping. Said, why does Tisha sound like she had a nose full of stuff? Yeah. Said that they all are phony, fake friends. I wouldn't trust any of them. Yeah, I wouldn't be telling my business to none of them, especially Tisha, because she runs her mouth way too much. You see how she goes behind everybody's back. Oh, I heard this. I heard that, like a little 16-year-old. I heard this happen. I heard this person's license got suspended. But then when it's on her, she don't want to talk about her stuff. Oh, she got to go, honey. She get up and get her purse and she get the hell up out of there, so she ain't got to talk about her stuff. But everybody else, baby, she wanted to put it on the table. Said, yep, and Tisha needs to worry about her cheating husband that doesn't like her stinky BBL having sex. I ain't said, but okay. Damn, Mary be coming through here. Okay. All right, let's get one more comment, then we're gonna go. Okay, one more comment. Let's see. Denise Slay says Lance probably still tapping Destiny. Ooh, probably is. Lance be getting around, honey. Lance be getting around. Lance got some kids out there. Lance be getting around, and he do be switching out women. So it's possible that he could be seeing Destiny. Destiny says she was seeing him and seeing somebody else as well. So it sounds like they all out here getting around. Said that she's gonna keep this lie just like she lies about Martell saying that's her brother. Yeah, I always felt like she and Martell had something going on, but she said in several interviews that it's not like that. He's just like her brother. But I don't know. I don't know. Some of the jokes that they've had and things that, conversations they've talked, back and forth about, some of that stuff was a little inappropriate. Like when they had Destiny's little, what was it, field day thing. And she and Martell were trading different comments. And some of that stuff was a little inappropriate for it to be like a brother, from what I could hear, where she was talking up under his clothes and even saying that his schlong was not probably not as big as he think it is. You know, little comments like that. I would never talk like that about my brother. I wouldn't give a hot damn what he got down there. But y'all let me know. Said that that's a get around. Yeah, that's what it sounds like, child. That's what it sounds like. But thank you guys. Thank you to my top flights, Truth TV Podcast, Rose Armstead and Tiffany Thomas. Thank y'all for modding. All the content curators that joined this live, of course, all of my caramelians. Thank you for the almost 200 in the chat tonight. You guys have a wonderful night. I will see you guys tomorrow. Car Chronicles will have to be pushed back slightly because I do have to go in to handle some business in the morning, and then I'll come back and do my show after that, okay? I don't anticipate it being too long, but please keep your notifications on so you guys will know when I go live. I'll still be going live, but it's going to be a little later, okay? Because I got to handle something in the morning. But thank you guys so much for all of your support for the channel. Please like this video to push it into the algorithm. Please check out Rails World and anything else that we may have out there as well, okay? Love you guys down. Let's get you guys some music, and you guys have a beautiful night. Let's see. Beep.